Let's learn AWS. My last video was on MQ Get node in IIB. Today, I'll create a video in which I'll demo the same functionality in AWS SQS. There is Lambda code in my GitHub repository, which I have used to read SQS messages and write SQS messages. I will import that into my IntelliJ editor. Java code shown on screen gets a message from SQS through a trigger and writes a message to SQS. I have experienced that SQS triggers are costly, as you would be executing queue polling action every second, every day. Here I show another Java Lambda code which receives input from REST endpoint. We will then write code to read from Amazon SQS based on some parameter that we received as query parameter in HTTP GET method. Here is a message that I pushed into AWS SQS. Note the use of message attribute. Here is the Java code that I use to read messages of the queue. I am looking for a specific correlation ID. Only body from that message will be returned as a result. If you get this exception, give your Lambda access to read from queue. When you work on Windows as admin, you tend to forget about access and permissions. Now I get an exception generated by my code. Remember, I executed get method on an optional element. We did not handle the condition where message with matching correlation ID was not found. There was another error in code. I was comparing string with equal sign. That's what happens when you code in multiple languages. I use Maven and AWS CLI from IntelliJ to build and deploy my code. When I look at CloudWatch logs, I understand I'm only reading the first message of the queue. I'm not iterating through all the messages from the queue. I modified the code to read 10 messages from queue at once. I now notice that the message attributes are empty. This is taking too long for me today. I will continue this testing tomorrow. If you are familiar with AWS, then tell me how I can fix the problem of empty attributes while sending SQS messages. Reply in comments.